new channel. If you are coming from my old channel, that will say that my old channel is Emilionstyle, and I had to create a new one because I got kicked out all the time and I couldn't sign in again for weeks sometimes, days sometimes, and I just had a lot of struggle with my own old account, so I decided to start a new one. I actually even bought a new phone because I thought this was my old phone that was the problem, but it wasn't. So this is my new channel, but it will still be the same contents that will say, as the name says, knitting, but there will also be crocheting, spinning, sewing, DIY projects, vlogs, everything, you name it. But if you are a new viewer, welcome. I'm glad you find my channel. And my name is Emilia. I'm 32 years old and I have 4 lovely kids and a wonderful husband. I'm coming from Sweden. I'm living on a small farm here in Sweden. And my thing is outside. Farming, homesteading and all that type of stuff. Knitting, sewing, renovations, you name it. Spinning is a big thing in my life, even though I'm currently have not been spinning a lot this spring and summer. And I hope today the sound is better. I don't use my AirPods, and I am waiting for a mic, but it had not arrived yet. So that's me. And I hope if you're not are subscribed, please do subscribe and do like this video if you like it. And we can just jump right into today's things, and we will start with a new release. It's released today. It's my latest sock pattern, and it's called Badger Trespassing. I was talking about this in my last episode that I have shared on this channel, but the sound was really bad. But the story behind this pattern is many years ago, not so many, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, I cannot remember how many years ago. I was outside cleaning in the rabbit barn in the middle of the winter, because the rabbits was always inside in the rabbit barn on the winters, otherwise they were always outside. And I heard some funny noise behind me. I looked over my shoulder a few times and I didn't see anything. Till then I was going to catch the pellets for the rabbits that stand right outside of the barn door, and there he was, the cutest badger. I love badgers, but I was really surprised because they should be asleep, they should be hibernating in the winter. So I was very surprised and quite shocked to see him. But we have a badger who actually lives underneath the barn with a fox, so I thought, for honoring him, her, whatever the badger is, the badger need a sock. So here the sock is. And a new thing with this pattern is I have included the kid size too. So now I have a bigger range for my socks. And as usual, if you are a subscriber, that I had this code on my other channel too, the code will still remain. It will still be the same, that you have 25% off, I think, if I don't remember all too badly. So here is the new sock. Go and grab your pattern and knit yourself badger who is trespassing. I had so much fun doing this. And this is also my only finished object for this time. I have knitted 3 pairs of socks in the last 3 weeks. And I will not go into so much of the other project in this video actually. I will just talk about 3 projects. One is a new cast on, of course, it's me. I have not yet cast on my husband's Hugo sweater again, but I will do so, and I need to do so really soon because this Tuesday, no, not Tuesday, Thursday, I will have my surgery. We have the thumbs up, we will roll with it. So finally I will have my surgery and hopefully my nerve pain will get better. And if you're a new viewer, if you didn't know it, I had a really bad surgery for over a year ago, a shoulder surgery that ended up with me being paralyzed in my whole left arm. After a few months after that surgery, I had a huge nerve surgery when it actually cut up all the way around back, and tried to repair them, and they managed to actually save my underarm, so my underarm do work today, but my upper arm is still paralyzed and will remain that way too badly. But I'm happy that I have my underarm and my hand is working, and now we have to deal with the nerve pain, so that's the thing I will do this upcoming Thursday, and I'm looking forward to it. And the last time when I had this nerve stimulation device that actually calls burst, I was awake for the whole procedure. You have it for a test run, and it worked fairly well, I would say, but only was able to have it in for a week. You can only have it in for a week because you have a battery pack outside of the body that will go inside of my body this time, so it will be a fairly bigger surgery, not huge but bigger than the last one. And I was awake on that surgery, and I will be awake this time too, because my biggest fear is to go under anesthesia again, because the last time I did so I woke up paralyzed. So that's the plan, and it will stay that way. So, work in progress. I will start with the older whip. This one would actually be finished this time if it weren't for someone ran out of yarn. And this is the summer cardigan from, I will see if I can make this a little bit flatter. It certainly needs to get blocked, so see, hopefully something like that. It will be stick, so I have my sticking edge over here, but as I said, someone ran out of yarn. So I have actually ordered new yarn, and hopefully, I also did drop some stitches. Hopefully the new yarn will arrive in the beginning of this week, so I actually can be finished with this one before Thursday, because I'm actually planning to wear this when I go back home, because we have had serious rain since the last podcast I did. I'm not complaining though. I like the rain. I loved it. We have cooler weather, so, and I really love this pattern. I love this cardigan so much already, and I have not even started using it. So hopefully my new skein of yarn will arrive really soon, and I will keep working on it, and this will be finished in the next episode, that's for sure. But I started a new project, and this is a sweater for my youngest daughter Alva, and you probably already know which sweater this is. It's the Karlsson sweater Junior from Bear, Rebecca Crow, something like that, I don't remember. And I love this dip stitch pattern, I really do. It's so much joy to knit this one. I currently spinning yarn for the Karlsson for myself, but I have not had the time to spin it up, so I think I have like maybe 4 braids left to spin up before I am finished with that kind of spin. But I actually thinking of casting one on for myself in another yarn for now. I will still cast it on with my own hand spun, but for now I'm actually thinking just to cast another one on for me, because it was so much fun to knit this one. So much fun. So I have started with one sleeve, and the body is finished, and then I use that to work the sleeves and the collar, and then it will be finished. So this will probably be finished in the next episode, or I'm pretty sure it will. So that's the 2 only knitting whips I will talk about today, because the other one I was talking about in the last episode that had like 0 sound. I'm so sorry for that. It sounded good when I uploaded on YouTube, when I have edited and everything, and also when I go back and watch that one before it's uploaded, the sound was good. But something happened, and the same thing happened when I uploaded again on this channel. So I don't know, maybe if I don't know, I need to have done something, but I think it was the AirPods, and the sound is terrible. But anyways, although the project is still a work in progress, my Vaka cardigan has now both the sleeves. That's the only progress I have made on those I was talking about in the last one. And I have not made any other squares on Alva's blanket, because my dear friend Susan from Wild Irish Knitting, I think she called the channel now, I will sure link her, and Linda from the Fun for Knit. I'm so terribly bad at remember this channel's names. Why in earth is that? Because I watch them all the time. Everything that's coming out new, I'm watching them, and I'm in touch with Susan often. So I just messed it up in my head. But they will start, I cannot remember the date now, but they will start a make-along that's called Mary Mini Mal, I think, and it's for minis, and Alva's blanket is just minis. All of the skeins inside here is 10 grams minis. Actually, it's not scrap yarns. I bought this minis especially for her blanket. It's the Battenberg blanket, and I have not come 50% of the work yet. So I will wait to that Mal starts, and then I probably gonna work on this all the time, because it's so much fun. Look at this mini. This is from Diana Hex Cattle Dye. She's Swedish indie dyer. I love her yarn. This is also one of them. I bought these. Let's see if I can get the other two. All of these in a fade kit. This is actually 20 gram minis for Alva's Battenberg blanket when Alva had the Lyme disease earlier this summer. And all of this other one is from Limo Design, of course. Oops. She is one of my favorite indie dyer, and she had a box with I think it was 10 milligrams of pinks, and Alva had this request that all her squares, her colored square, need to have pink or purple in them. So it sure will be pink and purple. Everything contained pinks and purple in this one. So it will be so much fun to keep working on. But I'm saving it to the mail is beginning. And all the patterns and everything I'm talking about that has a pattern, or the mail, the podcasters I'm talking about, you can find them down below. I will link everything in my description box. So this is all for this time. It is a short one, and this is my little update. This is for my new channel and also from my other channel, what's going on right now. I'm thinking of trying to do a vlog this week. My husband is going back to work tomorrow, and the kids will stay home for another week because the school's starting next week. I think the 17th of August the school is starting, and then I will go back to kindergarten too. And soon the hockey season is starting too, so it would be crazy busy time again. And then we'll have the harvesting season is coming soon. But oh man, it's growing like crazy outside. We are harvesting cucumbers, zucchinis, carrots, basil. Yeah, it's a lot. But on the apple trees, it looks like it's gonna be fewer apple this year, and I am so happy about that, because if you are a returning viewer from my other channel, you know what I said this year. We had a crazy year last year. We had so much apples. I literally don't want to see an apple again in my whole life. And I still have that feeling because it's a lot of work with them. A lot of work with them. Because we have to put them away, pick them up from the ground really quickly, because one, the dogs are eating them otherwise, and that's not so good for the dogs to eat a lot of apples. And two, we are living right in the forest, more or less, so we have wild boars outside, and actually we have a big fence around our inner yard because of the wild boars. So we have electric fence around the yard just because of the wild boar, because for 7 years ago, overnight, when we didn't have this fencing this fencing up, overnight when my husband and I woke up and get outside, the whole yard with the apple trees was turned upside down. It was like just a big square of mud everywhere. So we had to do some landscaping. and plant some new grass. But anyway, that's not a problem anymore. So otherwise, surgery is upcoming this Thursday. I will keep you up to date on my Instagram, so please, if you are interested in that and see how it goes, I will also link my Instagram down below, of course. You can follow me over there if you don't already follow me over there. And I will probably do some vlogs again for the surgery, just a little bit before, maybe 1 day or 2 days before the surgery, and also the days after the surgery, just for my own reminder and to see my own progress. I was actually watching my first podcast episode, the first one on my other channel, and what a journey, but also what a big progress I have made from not even possible to move my arm to right before Christmas, when I saying we have some movements in the arm, the underarm and the hand, and just I think it was just the episode after, or 2 episodes after that, that I actually could lift my underarm. So it was quite funny to see, and I have podcasted for 1 year now. So in the next episode I will have a giveaway. I will not have it in this episode because my stuff that I was planning had not arrived yet. But this week I will also try to do some fall decoration, so I will probably take you with me on that. And I need to update you all what's happening with my kitchen, because we have renovated our kitchen. Stuff is happening in our bathroom. Things just happen over here. And also, if you are not watching my Wool Mitten Farms podcast, I probably messed that up too. The lovely Carrie, you have to go over and watch her podcast vlogs, because her garden and her her garden is beautiful, and her animals is so cute. So hopefully it will be a new podcast really soon, but I can promise you it will be a vlog really soon. Now I will go back and keep baking some breads, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.